Hello, welcome to a new science class. Today we're going to talk about the 3 R's in the environment. You know what the environment is, right? The environment is everything around us. Pets, trees, cars, buildings, living and non-living things around us make up the environment. We know also that the environment is having problems because it's being polluted. So today we're going to learn how the 3 R's help us keep the environment safe and clean. So let's start. The first R stands for reuse. If you look at this word very carefully, we can separate it, and we have over here the word use. So reuse means to use again. What are the sort of things that you can reuse in order to help the environment? Let's see. Look at these pictures. These are objects that you easily find in your house or at school. Take a look at these objects. Do you think you can reuse any of them? I'm going to give you some examples. The shoes. If they don't fit you anymore, you can reuse them by giving the shoes to maybe your younger brother, your younger sister, to someone who needs it, or maybe you can have a garage sale and even get some money for them. That's a good way to reuse shoes. Now, is there something else that we can reuse? Believe it or not, toothbrushes. A toothbrush could be used to clean shoes, to clean the keyboard in your computer. That's a good way to reuse toothbrushes. Something else that we can reuse? Of course, a can of soda. A can of soda can become a beautiful pencil holder for your best friend, or maybe a vase for flowers that you want to give to your mother. So all of these are examples of how you can reuse objects that you have at home, and in that way help the environment, because factories will not have to produce as many products as they usually do. Now the next R stands for recycling. If you look at the word recycle, you find that cycle is a word that is familiar to you. You know that in nature we have the water cycle, the oxygen cycle, and cycle means a sequence of events that are repeated over and over. Now, how does this work in the environment? Well, if you use some products and you recycle them, you will be helping the environment. For example, if you drink juice from a glass bottle, what happens when you finish it? You put it in the trash. If the glass bottle is taken to the landfill, it will take 1 million years to break down, and that's not what we want. But if you recycle it, the glass bottle will be taken to a place where it will be washed, it will be crushed, it will be melted, and it will come a different product. So that is what recycle means, to become something new. Now, think about this. We have all of these pictures. Is there something that you consider could be recycled? Of course, paper. Paper can be recycled. What about plastic? Plastic objects are also to be recycled. So remember that next time you want to throw something away. Now let's see the next R. Our last R stands for reduce. Let me tell you that reduce means to use less or to produce less. If you recycle or if you reuse, you are reducing. But we also have some other examples of how to reduce. We have to reduce the amount of energy we use. So how do we reduce it? By turning off the lights when you are not using them, or turning off the appliances when you are not using them. Another way of reducing is by not producing that much garbage. How does that work? By reusing, for example, bags when you go to the supermarket. Instead of going without bags and getting all these new bags when you buy, you can take your own bag and you will never have to use new ones. Another way to reduce, in this case, the amount of pollution that we have in the environment is by riding a bike instead of riding a car when a place is near your house. So these are just examples of how we can practice reusing, recycling, and reducing, and helping our environment to be clean, safe, and to be a good place to live. Now it's your time to go and tell your friends and your relatives about it so that they also practice the 3 R's. Hope you like this class, and we'll see each other in the next science class. Goodbye.